Bore da, croeso nôl. So we're out in Oxwich Beach today. Brought the new Wave Cruiser paddleboard out for the first time, and it is absolutely gorgeous out here. It's probably about 26, 27 degrees maybe now. We're supposed to hit about 32 later, so it's going to get pretty warm. But yeah, we're just out with the dog this morning on the paddleboard, and it's just class. Really, really great out here. And there is there's a lot of jellyfish out today, quite a few, and there's some big ones. I'll try and get some shots of them. I don't know how easy it'll come up on camera, but well, there's a couple of little ones there. I'll try and find some big ones and maybe get some close-ups. There's actually a huge one over there. Let's have a look. Try not to fall on top of that. Hold on. Let's have a look. Hold on. Bear with me. It's just going under the boat. Let's have a look. See if I can. Where is it? I've lost it. Oh no, there it is. You see that? It's a pretty big one. It's got like a blue ring around the outside. So I'll call it a blue ring jellyfish. I don't actually know what it is. Actually, I'll search that up and I'll write it here somewhere. It's one of them. Yeah, so there's quite a few jellyfish out today. Actually, let me face the sun so I'm not a shadow. Where is the sun? There he is. There we go. Yes, there's quite a few jellyfish out today. Lots of people screaming at the beach. But it's mainly the small white ones. Again, not sure of the name. I'll put it up here somewhere. It's mainly them ones, and they're not too scary. There have been a couple of brown ones. I'll try and find one later, but I'll put that name up here as well. I think it's anything with like a blue ring. I think you got to look out for. I don't know. I could be just chatting out my arse here, but I think it's what's that? Sorry, someone's just jumped out of the water over there. I'm not sure what it was. What is that? Hang on. Let's have a look. I'm going to put you down a second. I'm going to paddle. You stay there. Let's have a look. What is that? Sorry, this is a horrible angle, but... Oh, that is massive. Hold on. Right, hold on. Surely you can see that there. The size on that. Stunning thing to look at. There's another one here. So they are quite big. So I really don't fancy. I don't fancy stacking it into the water here. But there's loads of. I'm not sure how well you can see them, but God, that one's like a really see-through one with like orange dots on the top, blue ring at the bottom. Again, I'll try and find some photos online and find out what they are. But yeah, it's just absolutely stunning. There's loads of them. Sorry, it's a bit the filming's a bit chaotic. It's just hard to keep everything steady and paddle and try and catch the jellyfish as they're going past. But yeah, I'll be showing some clips in a second. We just had the dog out on the paddleboard, and it was her first time. It's her first time swimming in the sea, first time on a paddleboard. Sorry, another huge one going under that. It's got really like thick stingers at the back. There it is back there. A couple of them there swimming together. That's as close as I can get without stinging myself, I think. But yeah, dog's first time having a swim. She was pretty good. And then, like I say, we had her out on the paddleboard for about 20 minutes or something, and She did okay, to be fair. She was pretty calm. So yeah, I'll show you some clips of that now. Hello. Let's have a stand up. Whoa. There we go. Look at that, just going by the side of it there. Yeah, it's a good time to come to the beach in the sense that they're really cool to look at, but then it also just makes things a little bit more stressful. I mean, the internet does say, and the specs on this thing do say, that the camera's waterproof, and that was one of the reasons I got it, because it's still pretty new. I'm yet to try it underwater. So I do fancy trying to get a really close up of one of these big jellyfish, but I'm a little bit scared, because it says as long as see, there we go. I was going to say, as long as everything's closed up, like all the little charging ports and everything. I just noticed that the charging port there was actually slightly open, so it's just making sure everything's closed, and it should be safe, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's the type of thing that I could actually just do for hours. Just hours and hours, just staying out here, bobbing around on the sea. I just love it, it's brilliant. If you haven't tried paddleboarding or kayaking on the sea before, definitely recommend it. You don't have to buy one yourself, just plenty of places hire them. Yeah, I just really recommend trying it. It's just great. Even if you're a bit scared of the sea, I mean, this thing's, as long as you've got a decent bit of balance, this thing's stable enough. You know, I can shake that, I ain't falling in anywhere. Even when there's millions of jellyfish, it's still pretty safe. Yeah, definitely recommend giving it a go if you haven't tried it before. So look over there, some absolutely huge rocks that have obviously fallen down off the cliff. They're massive things. It's a big one again. It looks it's different from the last one I saw. It is. I was saying that, it's still got the blue ring around the edge. But yeah, it's just the type of thing I can do, let's say, for hours, and then just kind of get lost with it. Feel like a long hike or something. You can just keep going for ages and not really know what time it is or how long you've been out doing it. It's just so relaxing in the sea. Bit of a wobble. I just had to do a handbrake turn of sorts because this is one of the biggest jellyfish. One of the biggest jellyfish I've seen, well, ever probably. It is coming this way. It's just coming past now. That is massive. Such weird things, because like I say, I think they're like 99% water or something like that. No brain, just 99% water. Well, just this blob really, just sort of floating around, stinging things now and again. Such weird things, they're almost more, I don't know, they're almost more plant than animal. But oh, I've lost it now, it's gone. But yeah, that was that was a pretty big one. I don't fancy falling on top of one of those. Right, I think what I'm going to do, just to prove my point of how nice and relaxing and peaceful it is, I'm just going to give you a nice 30 seconds of just the front of the paddleboard, the sea, and just me not talking. So enjoy the next peaceful 30 seconds. See, absolutely stunning, really peaceful. Just can't beat it.